Hey guys, today we're going to take a look at another of our functions. I know there's so many of them, but this one is the cubic function, so y equals x cubed. This one's a little bit different, a little bit more interesting. It has a cool shape to it. So let's start off by just graphing what it will look like. So as you can see, I've already chosen our values in our x column. And the reason I did that is because these are the ones that are the most important to know. So since it's cubed, the numbers can get big really fast because if it was x was 4, it would be 4 times 4 times 4. So what I've done is I've done 2 to negative 2. So let's start off by the cube of 2. And that's 2 times 2 times 2, which gives us 8. Same with 1, if we do 1 times 1 times 1, that's 1. 0 times 0 times 0 is 0. Now what we need to consider now is when we have y equals negative 1 cubed, we're doing negative 1 times negative 1 times negative 1. And when we multiply these two by each other, that will turn into a positive. And then it will be a positive times a negative, which gives us a negative. That means that the answer here will actually be negative 1, and this will be negative 8. Alright, so now let's go ahead and graph our just standard function. So as we can see, we have 0, 0, so origin, 1, 1, and negative 1, 1. Sorry, negative 1, negative 1. And then we have 2, 8, and negative 2, negative 8. I think I went one too far. Okay. Alright, so how we draw it is actually it comes down and it curves here. Oh, too far. And then we're going to come right back up. Just like our other functions, this is going to keep opening up kind of in this direction. So it's going to hit all our x values. So this one here is y equals x cubed. Perfect. Now let's just take a look at what our possible transformations could be. Very similar to all the other different functions we've looked at. So we have our a, which is our vertical stretch and compression. We have our negative h, which is what is opposite of what you think. So if it's negative, it's moving to the right. If it's positive, it's moving to the left. And it's called a translation, right or left. We then have our k, and this is going up or down, so our translation up or down. And then finally, just like all our other functions, this a can either be positive or it can be negative. So this means no reflection, and this means reflection over that x-axis. All right, so let's practice a few of these. So first, if we have y equals negative x cubed. So what we need to consider is if we have a mirror sitting right here, we're flipping the function over that. So what this actually looks like is this. And that's because both sides are flipped. So this leg here is now here, and this leg are the opposite. So that's y equals negative x cubed. Now, if we have y equals 2x cubed, well, what can we do here? Well, we're stretching it by 2, so instead of over 1, up 1, we'll be going over 1, up 2. And then instead of it'll still be 0, 0, and instead of over 2, up 8, it'll be going over 2, up 16, which isn't quite going to fit on our page, but it will be heading up here somewhere. And as you can see, it's been stretched quite a bit. It's going to be longer. And this will continue up, and that is y equals 2x cubed. Next, if we have y equals, let's do x plus 5 cubed. Since it's in with the x, we know that's opposite to what we think, so we'll be going left 5. So right there is where our new origin is going to be, and then it's the exact same point. So 1, 1 over 2 up 8, and then same on the other side. So down 1, 1 over 2, down 8. Perfect. All right, let's do our last one, and this is our translation up or down. So we have, let's do it in orange. So we have y equals x cubed, and then we're going to have a plus or a minus. So in this case, let's do plus 4. So in this situation, we're moving the origin up 4. So it's going to be sitting right here. And then the exact same idea, over 1 up 1, because it's 1, 1, over 2 up 8, and we're not quite going to make it there, but general idea is the same. Perfect. So this one, we'll just label it as y equals x cubed plus 4. So that's the different transformations we can have with our x cubed graph or a cubic graph. So definitely subscribe below and take a look at the other function videos we have covering the main functions, especially in grade 11, and also some other math topic videos.